My name is Desdemona Chiang, and I am a director, writer for stage and screen, and I am an alum of the Drama League. I applied for Drama League for the first time in 2009. I applied, I got a very generous and kind rejection letter from the Drama League. Applied again in 2011, and I applied for the fall fellowship, and I got the interview, and then I got in that year. What the Drama League did for me in this fall fellowship is that it would put me in relationships in spaces that that would have taken me much longer to get there. I'm sure at some point I would have gotten to Playmakers, maybe, or maybe Long Wharf, but the fact that I applied for this program and right away it was like, you meet this person, right? Because so much of what I found in the industry is like, how do I get that person to know my work quickly, right? And somehow being part of being a Drama League fellow, it means you're vetted for, right? Like this is not small potatoes. I feel like I felt like at the time, and I still feel this today, like the Drama League alums are like excellent. You're talking about excellent directors who just aren't being seen because the field is so noisy. So I had a meeting with my agency's TV department, and they said, great, what have you shot? And I was like, I have like 15 years of back of the row archive video of theater. He was like, no, but what is your short film, feature, webisode? And I was like, no. And he was like, cool, you're a director, yes, but like if you don't have a work sample, I can't help you. So when I got the fellowship, the assignment was, I was assigned to shadow Tony Phelan on an episode of Grey's Anatomy in LA. And I cannot emphasize how little I knew. I knew that these were people, these were cameras. And when they would say like, second AC does this, first AC, the grip thing, gaff thing, and I'm like, none of those words, no idea what those words mean, you know? And I even like, stupidly, for a long time, I was like, so who's the cinematographer and who's the director of photography? They're the same person. And I was like, why do you use two different names for the same person when that person is so important? Why do you do that, right? So I just want to make clear how just dumb naive I was about what the space was. And so being on set with Tony meant that I was on a TV set, kind of for the first time ever. So for me, just the immersive experience of being on set was getting used to the metabolism of that set. Directing TV is just like directing theater, except you get to move the audience around all the time. And that just helped me understand like what his role is. And it's like, and I'm like, but all the shiny things, the beepy things, the light things, the people with the talkie thingies, and he's like, not your problem. When I was shadowing him on Grey's, he was working on a project with CBS called Fire Country. And they had a really great run of season 1, and they were going to move for season 2, and they were looking to expand, like, you know, opportunities to like bring in people to shadow. And he said, I would love to put you in as a shadow for Fire Country. And I was like, great, yeah. And that's kind of how that step began, right? So I shadowed on an episode, and then that went well, and he said, you should meet the Jerry Bruckheimer studio people. So I got on a Zoom, and meanwhile I had the work sample that my agent kept talking about. So I sent the work sample, he saw it, thought it was great, and they said, you know, we'd like to show everything, you're great, we would love to have you do a second shadow with the producing director. And it would be like the season finale of season 2. And I was like, oh, that feels significant. I felt like, it was great because like, you know, you meet them once, it's like, oh, nice. When you come back, they go, oh, you're back. And I think that's when you can actually become friendly with people. So season 3 of Fire Country is premiering this week, and it also happens that I will be going into prep for the episode that I am directing as well. So I was offered an episode to direct, episode 11. and I'm looking very forward to being back. And I'm really curious to see how the dynamic changes, right? From shadowing on 2 episodes to suddenly being now the director there. The great benefit is that I know the team. It's just such a blessing to be, I mean, this is like the most kind and generous and loving way that I could be like put into episodic television, is to be in a room of familiar faces, of folks who want me to succeed. This is the part where I feel like words are so cheap. You know what I mean? Because I can't even say like I love the Drama League, like quantify. Like I can't even express like how like pivotal this institution has been in like major milestones of my life, right? Like zero chance I would be doing what I'm doing today without Drama League. Like I'm getting like emotional about it right now. Because it's true. I feel like, oh my God, you're making me cry, you guys. Drama League has always been a champion of the early leaders that haven't had that break, that, right, you see what's possible in us before we actually have to prove ourselves to be capable. So I feel like that's where I owe a lot, you know, because like if you were to ask me like, can you, I mean, yeah, I can do it. I am my own best advocate, right? But to have someone else see that I can do it when I actually haven't even done it yet, that's really special. Come be a part of Drama League, dramaleague.org. Visit us.